Hello friends. Npsc vacancies Olaishe. Applications are invited for filling up the following vacancies under the Government of Nagaland. Item number 110 Posts of Extra Assistant Commissioner, Class 1 Gazetted. Junior grade under Department of Personnel and Administrative Reforms, 2 posts unreserved. 5 posts reserved for indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland. 1 post each reserved for BT Konyak, BT Fom and BT Sangtam. Item number 2, 5 posts of Deputy Superintendent of Police, Class 1 Gazetted, under Home Department. Police Establishment Branch, 1 post unreserved. 3 posts reserved for indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland. 1 post reserved for BT Zilyang. Item number 3, 14 posts of Block Development Officer, Class 1 Gazetted, under Rural Development Department, 3 posts unreserved. 7 posts reserved for indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland. 1 post each reserved for BT Chong, BT Kamnunyan, BT Konyak and BT Sumikifire. Item number 4, 2 posts of Assistant Election Officer, Class 2 Gazetted, under Election Department, 1 post unreserved. 1 post reserved for indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland. Item number 5, 1 post of Assistant Research Officer, Class 2 Gazetted, under Art and Culture Department, reserved for Chong Tribe. Item number 6, 11 posts of Commercial State Tax Officer, Class 2 Gazetted, under Taxes Department, 2 posts unreserved. 6 posts reserved for indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland. 1 post reserved each for BT Konyak, BT Fom and BT Sangtam. Item number 7, 3 posts of Inspector, Class 2 Gazetted, under Nagaland Lokayatta, Directorate of Investigation. 1 post reserved for indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland. 1 post each reserved for BT Chakasang and BT Zilyang. Item number 8, 40 posts of Secretariat Assistant, Class 3 Non-Gazetted, under Department of Personnel and Administrative Reforms, 25 posts reserved for indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland. 2 posts each reserved for BT Chakasang, BT Chong, BT Kamnyangan, BT Yimkyang, Tikhir, BT Zilyang. 1 post each for BT Konyak, BT Fom, BT Poultry, BT Sangtam and BT Sumikifire. 2 posts reserved for persons with benchmark disability. Item number 9, 15 posts of Sub-Inspector, Class 3 Non-Gazetted, under Home Department. Police Establishment Branch, 9 posts reserved for indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland. 1 post each reserved for BT Chong, BT Kamnunyan, BT Konyak, BT Sumikifire, BT Fom and BT Poultry. Item number 10, 2 posts of Assistant Jailer, Class 3 Non-Gazetted, under Home Department, 1 post reserved for indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland. 1 post reserved for BT Konyak. Item number 11, 1 post of Assistant Curator, Class 3 Non-Gazetted, under Art and Culture Department, reserved for indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland. Item number 12, 5 posts of Labor Inspector, Class 3 Non-Gazetted, under Labor and Employment, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Department, 4 posts reserved for indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland. 1 post reserved for BT Poultry. Item number 13, 3 posts of Information Assistant, Class 3 Non-Gazetted, under Information and Public Relations Department, 1 post each reserved for Lotha, Kachari and Sangtam. Item number 14, 5 posts of Inspector of Cooperative Societies, Class 3 Non-Gazetted, under Cooperation Department, 3 posts reserved for indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland. 1 post each for BT Kamnunyan and BT Konyak. Item number 15, 20 posts of Junior Divisional Accountant, Class 3 Non-Gazetted, under Treasuries and Accounts Department, 13 posts reserved for indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland. 2 posts reserved for BT Konyak. 1 post each reserved for BT Chong, BT Chakasang, BT Kamnunyan, BT Fom and BT Sangtam. Item number 16, 3 posts of LDA Computer Assistant, Class 3 Non-Gazetted, under Nagaland Public Service Commission, 2 posts reserved for indigenous inhabitant of Nagaland and 1 post reserved for BT Sangtam. Details sa Bari https npsc.gov.in Nasabi. Online application Koli Bo September 26, 2024 bara October 9, 2024. Preliminary exam date to November 9, 2024. Interested candidates can before October 9 apply Gurilo B.